bunch of car washes in Los Angeles. They also own these very exclusive Japanese restaurants in LA, in Las Vegas, in just New York and other places. They're also a very big family in Bangladesh. They do a lot of work around building hospitals and building highways and stuff like that. So today, the Attorney General filed a $6.6 million lawsuit against the Sikder Group, Deepu and Nick and these folks, for violation of labor laws and violation and abuse of workers over there. Okay, there are thousands of car wash workers. So that's why when I called you at 12:30, they were going to do it because the Attorney General put a press release right there at 12:30. So they found out, so they organized a press conference in front of the car wash, bonus car wash in Santa Monica. But now what we are planning to do, that they want to do a press conference after October 13th, but just only in the Bangladeshi community, because this is a very prominent Bangladeshi family. You know that, right? So that's why.
So what wash group? How did you get connected?
How did we get connected with the car wash workers?
Yes.
The car wash workers from the Sikder car washes contacted the offices here in Los Angeles because they were, they had some issues with their paychecks and whatnot, and so this coalition of groups, this clean coalition, which is community organizations and labor organizations, has been really trying to make some changes in the car wash industry here in Los Angeles, and those workers heard about it and came to us and said, these are things happening for us, and can you help us?
Workers complained to the campaign about bouncing paychecks, missed breaks, and other wage and hour violations, and also numerous unsafe conditions in the car wash, including a lack of proper safety equipment. So they complained to the campaign about all of these things. We put the workers in touch with the California Attorney General's office about the wage and hour issues, and we put them in touch with California OSHA about some of the health and safety violations. The California Attorney General's office performed an investigation at 8 different car washes owned and operated by the Sikder Group and discovered numerous wage and hour violations at all of these car washes. So today they filed a lawsuit seeking $6.6 million in unpaid wages and penalties against the Sikder Group for different actions that they did in all 8 of those car washes.
Have you guys talked to the Sikder Group?
We've been in touch with workers who work at Sikder Group car washes.
That's right.
And the workers continue to complain about unjust conditions in the car washes.
I mean, there's hundreds of workers that work for all the car washes.
For all the car washes.
Across the state, there's hundreds of workers that work.
Our campaign is based in Los Angeles, and we principally work with the 2 Sikder car washes that are here in Los Angeles County, which is Bonus Car Wash in Santa Monica and Marina Car Wash in Venice Beach.
The past 2 years, there's been a car wash that's owned by Nissan and Benny Perian, and that's the Vermont Hand Car Wash and several other car washes here in Los Angeles. And the same thing happened with that family, and the workers filed lawsuits, but the city attorney actually filed a criminal lawsuit against those owners, and then just recently those owners settled that lawsuit by agreeing to go to jail for a year and paying some back wages, up over $1 million. So this isn't just the Sikder family. This is, a pervasive problem in the industry. And so we're trying to help the workers, make changes in the industry and really.
Yeah, we represent the Clean Campaign, which is an organizing project for car wash workers who have problems in the industry because it is such a sordid and messed up industry. And so, the workers at Sikder Group have reported a lot of problems that unfortunately are really common. But we work with car wash workers, that's what we do. We're the union for car wash workers.
Right.
So can you tell us about a little bit about the Sikder Group? Because of you are reaching out to the Bengali community. So what are you trying to convey your message? What are you trying to say?
I mean, we're trying to say that we really think it would be great if the Sikder Group could treat their workers right, like they should. They're very capable. They have the means of treating their workers right. They obviously live in pretty well-off conditions for themselves, and they have relationships with well-off, wealthy people here in Los Angeles and Southern California, as well as over in Bangladesh. and we would just ask them to, you know, treat the workers the way that they should, abide by the law, and you know, don't exploit these workers, and you know, come clean with how they should be, you know, paying these workers. One of these workers got a judgment against them with the labor commissioner in the state of California 3 years ago for $14,000, and they still, after even the court gave them a judgment for that money and said that they owed them that back money, they still haven't paid it over 3 years later. So, you know, this is just a long, you know, ongoing problem that they have, and we think that they really need to just step up to the plate and treat this community like they should. The Sikder group in Bangladesh, their family is the board members and the owners of the National Bank Limited. I think they have over 200 branch offices around Bangladesh. They have built numerous hospitals around in Bangladesh. They own they've done some recent real estate development of condos in an exclusive kind of resort area called the Sikder Riverview. Sikder Riverview or satellite, I can't remember exactly. Sikder Riverview town, I think is what it's called. And that has, you know, bowling alley, and it's just a full, you know, community. They've built several mosques in Bangladesh, and they do development of infrastructure development. So they've built power plants. They've built. They're currently, I think, have a contract to do part of the work for interstate freeway within Dhaka, and you know, they're doing all kinds of, you know, development like that. So
multi-millionaire.
I mean, they're very wealthy.
Yeah, and despite all that, despite being one of the wealthiest families in Bangladesh, the workers have reported repeatedly bouncing paychecks, you know, as recently as February of this year.
That's right.
So, you know, a worker can't even cash their check for a couple $100s at the already very low wage that they're getting paid at these car washes. Despite the fact that the Sikder Group is one of the most wealthy companies that operates out of Bangladesh.
That's right.
So do you know when they started operating in US?
You know, I think it was in the early 2000s is when they started operating car washes.
And then the restaurants.
And then the restaurants, exactly. I think Nick and Deepu Hawk's father started some other businesses here in the United States earlier. But those are the first companies that his son started.
His sons is handling this business.
His sons are the ones who are the primary people handling the businesses here, the car washes and the koi restaurant chain.
So do you know about their immigration status or anything, or business status, anything? Do you know about them?
No, I don't.
About the workers?
No, about them.
About
As
Nick
a
and Deepu.
operator,
No,
Nick and
I
Deepu.
have no idea.
Just curious, just how they started over here, and then if they have like a same mentality to run in Bangladesh and here, they should really know the law, and law will catch up with them eventually, right?
Maybe then you can think that the same way dealing with other business too in Bangladesh, they're not paying enough money to.
Yeah, I don't know anything about whether or not they're doing that, but they do own several. That's one of the other things they own is they own several apparel manufacturing companies in Bangladesh as well.
You know, we haven't heard a reaction from them to us, but we would love to see them take a leadership role in cleaning up this dirty industry and come and decide to work with the campaign to clean up the industry, drive out companies that break the law, instead of leading the way in breaking the law.
That's right.
Unfortunately, they've chosen the latter option so far, but you know, our door is open and we'd love to discuss with them about how we can partner to make a better car wash industry and make things better for everybody.
So as a union, have you guys, you know, have any negotiation, any talk with them directly?
The workers have been organizing. They want a union, they want to organize, and it's just a question of finding a process that everyone can agree with and moving forward with that.